Yeah, good morning students. Yesterday we have done the revision of microorganisms. So till antibiotic I told you about the microorganisms. Okay. From further we are going to study further for the microorganisms. Okay. Yesterday I told you about the meaning of microorganisms. Now we are on antibiotics. Okay. Yesterday I told you about the antibiotic. Okay. Antibiotic, I told you that anti means opposite, biotic means living thing. So those who oppose the living thing, that is what called antibiotic. Or antibiotic, what is the definition of antibiotic? Antibiotic is the chemical substance which kills microorganisms, which is given when we are ill. So that at that time antibiotics are given to us. So that is what is antibiotic? Antibiotic is a chemical substance which kills microorganisms. Okay, antibiotic is a chemical substance which kills microorganisms, or you can say microbes, or you can say, yesterday I told you about the harmful microbes are called pathogens. Okay, so instead of this we can write pathogens, which kills pathogens, or you can say germs. Okay, the next topic is spread of disease. Spread of disease. So the second question that how does the disease spread? So disease can be spread by various ways. The first is air, second is water, food, and the next one is physical contact. Okay, this is what the four ways how this disease can be spread by air, water, food, physical contact, and disease is caused by microbes. That is what harmful microbes called pathogens. So through air, if anybody is suffering from cold, if he or she sneeze or cough, that air में जो bacteria वगैरह होंगे या viruses होंगे, that can spread in the air, and if we breathe in that air, then we can suffer from cold. Water, yesterday I also told you, if the water is contaminated, what we can, if we are drinking that contaminated water, or if a victim, if a person who is not healthy, if he or she is drinking that water, the same water, remaining water we are drinking, and we can have disease with water. Food, if we are eating stale food or street food which is unhygiene, then we can have the disease by the food. Or if the person who is suffering from any kind of disease, if we left the food and that leftover food we are eating, then the microbes can enter in our body. So we can get suffer by the food also. And the next is physical contact. If we are having any sexual contact with any person, then we can have some kind of disease. The disease can only spread with the sexual contact. If we touch, if we hug, or if we shake hands with any person who are suffering from a kind of disease, that will not transfer to our body. So don't get scared. Only sexual contact, if we are having any physical contact with the person, then the disease can be spread. Now let's take an example of air, cold. Okay, this is what a very common disease which can be spread by the air. Water, say diarrhea. Okay, then food, say any food poisoning. Food poisoning can be done by. Okay, then with the physical contact we can have AIDS. Other than AIDS, we can have syphilis. It's a kind of disease spread by virus. Okay, so this is what how the disease can be spread. Then how we can take precautions or how we can take care of that. Air, if air में क्या कर सकते हैं that if we are sitting with the person who is having cold, so he must be sit alone, isolate कर देना चाहिए उसे. We must not sit with them. So through air bonds, or we must not go to the places which is we are having where the gathering is there. As a hospital, we must not go. Railway stations, we must avoid there. We can, ऐसे तो नहीं कह सकते that we will not go there. Obviously, we have to go somewhere if we are going to meet anyone in the hospital. So we can wear mask, as nowadays we are using mask and all the things. Okay, water. So before drinking the water, what we can do? We can boil the water for at least 30 minutes. So the boiling of water can kill the microorganisms. So water की disease हम कैसे how we can save ourselves by the disease which are caused by the water. That way how that we can boil the water for at least 20 minutes. So we will be safe with that disease. Food, we must not have stale food or street food. Stale food जैसे कि खाना बना के रख दिया मम्मी ने और 2-3 दिन भी निकल गए and we are eating that food, so that is what called stale food, बासा खाना. That we must not eat stale food because stale food causes food poisoning. जैसे हम street पे food, street when we are going to street and we are taking street food, so they are not hygiene. Actually, they are open, that they are keeping that food in open area, so that housefly, that mosquito, the bees, they just sit on that and they just leave the microorganisms, the pathogens on that food, and we eat that food, so we can get food poisoning. So we can save ourselves from the food by not eating street food or stale food. And physical contact, we must not have physical contact with any person, so we will save from AIDS and syphilis. So this is what how the disease is spread. Airborne, the diseases which are caused by air, we call them airborne diseases. The diseases which are caused by the water, we say that waterborne diseases. Foodborne, physical contact, these are what the diseases called. If it is caused by airborne diseases, if it is caused by the water, then we call them waterborne diseases. Okay, this is what how the disease spread. Okay, now here we are having some diseases which are caused by the different types of pathogens. So we can discuss for that. As virus causes AIDS, okay, polio, this is what caused by virus. Common cold, okay, bacteria cause TB, okay, and so many diseases are caused by the bacteria. Fungi cause fungal infections or skin infections, okay. Then we are having protozoa cause malaria, okay. Bacteria also cause citrus canker in plants. So this is all I have given in your notes. Go through the notes. There are so many other diseases which are caused by these pathogens. Okay. So what we can do is just go and learn that. There can be a question that which pathogen causes which disease. That can be a question there. So you have to learn all the diseases which are caused by the pathogens. Okay, this topic is clear. The next topic is how does the disease spread that we have done, air, water, and how these pathogens carried. So these pathogens are carried by the carrier. Yesterday also I told you, but the class was over. So let me finish once again this topic. Let me continue with this carrier. So carrier or vector, simple carrier, or in your class we can. Okay, so next topic is carrier or vector. Carrier or vector, what is carrier or what is vector? Both are almost common thing. A carrier can be an infected person or a insect or a living organism which carry the pathogens, okay, which carry the pathogens from one place to another place, or from infected person to a healthy person, okay, person to a healthy person. Okay, so vector or carrier are the carriers, or you can say a mediator which carry the pathogens. If you want to write the full definition, then what is that? Which carry pathogens from an infected person to a healthy person, or from an infected place to your food, to your water, wherever they can sit. Let's say flies sit on the food. If they are sitting on the unhygienic place, they carry the microbes from pathogens from there and they sit on the food. They leave that pathogens on your food, and when we eat that food, that pathogens enter in our body and causes disease. So this is what the carrier or vector. Okay, beta? These carrier or vectors clear? The mediator which carry the pathogen from the infected person or from any place, unhygienic place, to a healthy person or to a food, to your water, any place. Okay. The next topic is food preservation. How we can preserve our food? Simple. Food preservation. Food preservation. So food preservation means how we can preserve our food, how we can make our food safe. So we can make our food safe by chemical preservatives. Okay. Then we can use some chemicals to preserve our food. The next one is salt. Salt is common. Salt, which we call it commonly salt, and the name of that salt is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, and the common name is what called salt. Okay. So I have already told you the details of this chemical preservative salts. Okay. Salts में क्या करते हैं हम? We can keep the things in the salts. We can keep fishes in the salts so that it can be safe. Food preserve कर सकते हैं by the salt, by sugar. Special वगैरह देखे होंगे आपने, जो हम अपने घर पे रख लेते हैं beverages. उसमें क्या करते हैं हम? ज़्यादा चीनी बोलते हैं. We just mix the sugar in more amount, so it will be safe for a long time. Okay. उसके बाद oil. Might you have seen oil? हम ज़्यादा oil यूज़ करते हैं. You have seen that your grandmother, your mummy make pickles, अचार बनाती है, and they keep it in the good oil. They just keep that in the good oil. So oil is also a preservative to preserve the food. Okay. So these are the preservatives. Simple है. And chemical preservative, salt, it's what commonly called sodium chloride is what the chemical name of this. Sugar and oil, these are food preservatives. Clear? The next topic is pasteurization. One more method is pasteurization. So I told you that water को what we can do, we can boil the water for 40 to 30 minutes to make it free from germs. And the next one method is also called pasteurization. Pasteurization में क्या होता है बेटा? What is the process? What is the pasteurization? The pasteurization is the process in which we boil the milk for at least 15 minutes to kill the microorganisms which are present in the milk. So that is what called pasteurization. Why do we call this pasteurization? Because Louis Pasteur introduced this thing that if we boil anything, if we boil the milk, then we can kill the microorganisms, the germs which are present in that, and the milk can be safe for drinking purpose. So this is what called pasteurization. Okay, pasteurization is the process in which we boil the milk for at least 15 to 20 minutes to kill the microorganisms which are present in that. Clear? Now the next and last topic is nitrogen cycle. Okay, nitrogen cycle is the last topic. Or if we have any other doubt, we can discuss this any doubts on the Zoom classes. Okay, if you are having any doubt, then the last topic. Yes, this is what revision. That's why I have not given so many details on this videos. We get the details we have already studied. Nitrogen cycle is the last topic of yours. Simply, what is nitrogen cycle? Circulation of nitrogen. Circulation of nitrogen. Okay. Circulation of nitrogen from atmosphere to the terrestrial and marine ecosystem. So circulation of nitrogen from the atmosphere to the marine and terrestrial ecosystem of nitrogen is very essential for the plants. Okay, this is very essential for the plant, for amino acids, for protein making. but plants cannot take nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. They are not be able to take the nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. So there are two ways through which the plants can take the nitrogen. Okay, first it will be simplified. Okay, beta. So biological and lighting the first way. The second we have already studied this. And the second one is biological process. So biological process में कौन करता है बेटा? Rhizobium bacteria. This is a bacteria called Rhizobium. Just learn this name, Rhizobium bacteria. ये convert करता है नाइट्रोजन को नाइट्रेट्स में. Again the nitrates are soluble in water and then absorbed by the root hairs of the plant. So Rhizobium bacteria convert the nitrogen into nitrates. Okay, and these nitrates are soluble in water. ये nitrates soluble हो जाते हैं water में. And then it is absorbed by the plants. Root absorb कर लेती है and it is utilized by the plants. अब this is what the utilization. हम नाइट्रोजन को utilize कर रहे हैं. But if we keep on taking the nitrogen from the atmosphere, तो one day will come that there will be the lack of the nitrogen. तो lack हो जाएगी, खत्म हो जाएगी nitrogen. So it should again return to the atmosphere. So how does it return? When the plants die, when the animals die, तो क्या होता है? That nitrates again come to the nitrogen form and come to the atmosphere, return to the atmosphere. सेम राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया जैसे नाइट्रेट्स में कन्वर्ट करता है नाइट्रोजन को, ऐसे ही देयर इज अ प्रोसेस कॉल्ड डीनाइट्रिफिकेशन. डीनाइट्रिफिकेशन. ठीक है बेटा. डीनाइट्रिफिकेशन मतलब नाइट्रिफिकेशन में नाइट्रोजन कन्वर्ट हो रही है और डीनाइट्रिफिकेशन में नाइट्रेट कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं नाइट्रोजन में. So denatrification is what done by the Pseudomonas. I am repeating the name Pseudomonas. Just keep this in your mind. This is what Pseudomonas bacteria. What they does, they just convert the nitrates into nitrogen. ठीक है, and return to the atmosphere. तो ये क्या करते हैं? इसको एटमॉस्फेयर में वापस से भेज देते हैं. Just send it to the atmosphere, return to the atmosphere. That's why this is what the continuous process. This is for circulation. नाइट्रोजन नाइट्रेट्स में कन्वर्ट हुई, नाइट्रेट में कन्वर्ट होने के बाद डीनाइट्रिफिकेशन हुआ, दोबारा से नाइट्रेट से नाइट्रोजन में कन्वर्ट हो गए एंड कम्स टू द एटमॉस्फेयर. So this is what continuous cycle. That's why it is called said to be nitrogen cycle. Okay, nitrogen is essential for the plant for the growth. ठीक है, इसमें अमोनिफिकेशन होता है, नाइट्रिफिकेशन होता है. That we have already studied in the details. ठीक है, okay. This is what your last topic. If you have any doubt, then come to June classes, attend the June class, and you can ask the doubts in the June classes. We will solve your problems. Okay. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.